The environmental aspects of your e-commerce company and their corresponding impacts can range from disposal of coffee grounds from your staff kitchen, the energy used for heating and powering your offices, through to the emissions of your delivery vehicles or any manufacturing that you commit. So when we think about the context of the climate crisis, the issue that gets most attention is greenhouse gas emissions, and we use that term interchangeably with carbon emissions. So when a company counts its carbon emissions, it uses something called the Greenhouse Gas Protocol. And this protocol establishes a comprehensive, global and standardized framework for measuring and managing emissions, and divides those emissions into 3 scopes according to their source.
E-commerce waste is actually projected to overtake plastics and oil as the #1 producer of waste in the world in the next year to 2 years. And fashion, the industry that I specifically am dealing with, is in the top 5, and specifically fast fashion. So our goal with our brand was really to combat fast fashion from every way possible. And that starts obviously with conscious consumerism, teaching the customer the importance of buying quality products that are made sustainably, and also showing them the production process of us versus them.
We're seeing brands communicate more authentically and bringing that up front into the conversation, which sets them up for success in all the other communication that they want to do. So whether that be part of their value system, like on their website, on the bottom of their site, talking about what they're participating in, what communities they're participating in. You're seeing a massive movement of the 1% for the planets and the B Corps and there's all these different organizations that enable you to commit to that impact and then communicate that to your customer and align with the values. We always talk about at ShoppingGives and building the giving economy is that we are micro philanthropists and we're agents of change, that today more than ever consumers are limited with the dollars that they have to spend. And we are being more mindful and voting with our wallets and looking at the people behind the brand when making the decision on where to purchase.
For companies who are doing something I think is really, really important, which is putting their mission at the center of their business instead of putting the other way around. So the mission is driving what each of these companies is doing. The business is not driving the mission. And I personally think that customers and consumers in general can tell. They can tell the difference. You look at a brand like H&M, where, once in a while they do a green capsule collection, and the consumer, the really conscious consumer doesn't fall for that, because you can't be green and Black at the same time in terms of their contribution to the pollution, and being one of the largest fast fashion sort of perpetrators in the business.